Are you someone who's wondering how to make the perfect Croydon company? Do you want to know how to create the perfect routes, and the perfect buses, and liveries? Well, you're in luck. I'm here to give you 4 really easy steps for creating your own company. We'll go from edge to edge on companies, and I'll tell you everything that you need to know about making some credits off your company. The first step is creating your company. This is one of the easiest steps. All you have to do is buy some Robux, as it costs 100 Robux to buy a company. You'll also have to come up with a name for your company. Here are some examples of some company names. Some bad ideas include anything that is based off another operator. For example, there are so many First branded or other real life companies on Croydon. This means that when you search them up on the companies tab, many results will come up and you won't be as recognisable. Some good examples are any name that isn't regularly used. This means it's different to others and people will know which company that they are driving. There could be some disadvantages to this, however, because you could not risk showing up in search. My own company is called Routemaster Transit, and it's in the best of both worlds. It contains keywords Routemaster and Transit, and they're quite searched for. It also fits who I am, and that this is my channel name and people will know that it's me. The logo is also somewhat important, as you'll need to distinguish your company from others, but it's not as important as the name. I'd follow some very simple rules when making your logo, which is not to put anything stupid or inappropriate, it could get blocked by Roblox, and also to make sure it reflects the name of your company. Okay, time now for the second step in making your company, which is buying the buses. I'll say it now in just one simple sentence. Company buses are expensive. When you make your company originally, you'll get 10,000 credits automatically in your company funds. There are then 3 possible buses you have the option for buying. The cheapest is the Metal Strata, but this is hardly a bus and I wouldn't personally buy this. The other 2 are the LX400 and the Cadet. Buying a bus is non-negotiable, you must buy one of them, so buy whichever bus suits you and your company. For example, if your company will focus on coaches and express routes, don't buy the Strata, it just won't fit in. That, in a nutshell, is buying the buses for your company. But wait, there's a secret part B to this step. As this is your company, you have free reign over designing your buses. There are so many options for customization, but spend your points carefully. Before we get to that, let me remind you that your buses are your advertising. Seeing buses of other companies could influence you to go onto their company and drive their routes. Back to the options. I don't have very many tips for this part because you should really decide yourself how your buses look. I would however recommend you don't go all out and choose all the options possible. Just 2 to 5 options will do you just fine. Remember, you'll probably have to replicate this for most of your buses that you buy, and you probably won't be able to spend thousands of credits each time you design a new bus. Just keep it simple and make it yours. It's now time for one of the most important steps, the third step. This is making the routes for your company. I have a couple of tips for making routes on game. Busy areas will have more passengers. Some of my routes, the R1 and R2, serve the most bus stops in the town centre for maximum passenger amounts. Just be mindful about the impact of driving your routes might have. If someone has to stop too often, or wait too long, or the route itself is too long, they might stop driving your routes and may never come back to your company. It can be hard to come up with routes, but the key is trial and error. If people aren't driving one of your routes, delete it and try again with a different route. Step 4, the final step, is keeping an eye on your company. You've now set up your company. Well done. But there's still much more to do. For example, you only have 1 depot at the moment. Other depots are available, but which one do you want to get? Or is it worth it over other buses? Probably not. I'd recommend sticking with buying buses first and then depots, but it's completely up to you. Don't forget to keep monitoring your company. Don't forget to get new buses as soon as you can, as well as depots. As I said before, don't forget to keep monitoring those route progresses as well. Now that you're all set up, you're ready to get your company rolling. If you want to know more about Croydon, you can watch 30 mistakes that most people make in Croydon Roblox by clicking on that video in the top left hand corner. Before you go though, make sure to like and subscribe to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.